Good morning people, hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. So the plan for today is to explore the city of Kanpur, also known as the Manchester of India, very famed for its leather goods production. So it's an industrial town, but there are some interesting sights to see. So we're going to start out with the places that are like 20-25 kilometers from here towards like Bithoor area, and then start heading back from there by the sundown. So let's get started, let's hit the road. So this right here is the Mariampur Hospital. This is the key landmark for my hotel in the neighborhood, and this is the Mariampur Hospital road. So every time I have to go somewhere, to come here first, and then from here I can start my journey. So we're gonna turn left from up ahead, and this road is like nothing fancy about it, but the one straight up, that's where there are a couple of food joints. I was walking there yesterday, found a decent place that serves a buffet for lunch and dinner. I think it was called Dadi Ki Rasoi. It was very budget friendly, 260 something rupees for a buffet dinner, and you can eat. So we go left from here. Yesterday I think I stopped somewhere here. I was making all the phone calls to the hotels inquiring about if they have a room vacant, and then eventually I found one. The guy was unbelievably eager to welcome me, which was a red flag to begin with, but I thought, okay, maybe he's just a warm and friendly host. So then when I visited there, that's when I uncovered a scam. They said, are you going to use the room in daytime also or just the night time? I was like, who the hell asked this kind of a question, and why do you care when I use the room? I pay for the room, I use it as and when I want it. They're like, no, if you go out in the daytime, we'll keep your bag in the reception area, and when you come back at night, we'll give you your stuff, we'll keep it safe. Oh, by the way, this is Tumbledry, the service that I used, so it's like a chain. Anyway, so I was like, why are you gonna touch my stuff? My stuff stays in the room if I have the room, and I keep the keys. They're like, no, when you are gone and if there is somebody, all the rooms are booked, then we would need the place and the staff would need the place. So long story short, they wanted to sublet the room. I was like, no thanks, this is not how a hotel is supposed to work. So there's a sweet shop over there at the corner. Maybe just park here and try to go there and see if they have a decent breakfast option. Let's see what's on the menu. They didn't seem to have much, just a couple of sweets, but this shop looks nice. Gupta Sweets and Namkeens. It's on the other side of the road. Anyway, we'll continue the journey first. Probably there are other places to dine at along the way. Just feel like grabbing some breakfast at some point. This is the JK temple. We're gonna come here later in the evening. They don't allow cameras inside anyway, but it's one of a very big and revered temple in this area, so we'll definitely check it out. This looks like a place that has some options for snacks. So let's grab some brunch here. Made it to the first stop of the day. This is the Brahmavart Ghat, and there's a very small parking here. So we're gonna go towards the end and check out the view of the Ganges from the Ghat from here. Alright, my short and sweet walk made it to the Ghat side. There's a small temple over there as well, and this is the view of the Ganges from here. They also have small boats, so I guess it's a very short boat ride out here, maybe just 20 minutes or so. So definitely not doing boating, we're just gonna walk around a little bit, and I see people taking a dunk in the Ganges on this side as well. So if that's something that you want to do, you can. I'm just interested in taking a walk along this mini beach side and then checking out what else is there in terms of views. See, a couple of these boats are undergoing maintenance, so they've flipped them over. They're coating it with coal tar, the same material that they use for making the roads for waterproofing and protection against the water of the Ganges when the boats are spending extended duration in the water. Aarti stands here also. Maybe this is also a Aarti spot, and I see fresh flowers, so I think it's an active area. That's pretty nice. Have a view of the Ganges from here. And this is also something. I don't know what this is. Probably go upstairs and check it out. What's in there? Looks like a small temple here, and then remains of some building. See people standing up there. Let's go check out the views. Alright, made it to the next stop for the day. So this is like a small elevated hill known as Dhruv Teela that has views of the Ganges down there and it has some benches for you to sit, but that view is not so nice, so I'm just standing here and enjoying the view. And actually this is where Maharshi Dhruv did his penance, and he stayed here for a little bit. That seems to be the ashram where he was, but that's a private property. There are 1 and 2 other temple premises that I'm going to check out. And also one more interesting thing I found out in that ghat where I was before. That ghat also has a Brahmaji's temple, where instead of the statue of Brahmaji they have his feet, and that area is believed to be the center of the world. So if you're there, probably you can do that darshan as well. And then this is a very close, like a 2-minute short and sweet ride to get from there to here. And I asked the parking guy, so this parking was 20 rupees at the ghat, so I asked him about some places to check out. So this was one of the places that he mentioned. And then this region is also where Ram and Sita's sons Lav and Kush were born. So next we're going to go into that area where there is that temple and a couple of things are clustered around it. I'm going to check that out. But first let's check out what are these 2 temples. At least they seem open to public. So this one is a Dattatreya Mandir, where presiding Guru Dhruvji Maharaj went into deep trance state. So there is his photo inside, and it's a very nice and modest temple. But there's another one down there, I'm guessing that has to do with Ram, because on the gates they have written Shri Ram. So let's go down and check it out. This sucks. There's a lot of plastic and garbage over there, and right there is the Ganges, so it's all gonna end up over there. And then the cows are grazing at the very edge. But yes, I wish people were a little bit more careful. This is the case when this is not a very touristy place anyway. Anyways, let's forget about that. Let's go inside this Ram temple. So finally figured out this itself is the Dhruv Teela, the place that I was looking for. This is a like a multi-deity kind of place. There is Ram, Lakshman, Sita, Hanumanji, and there is Rishi Dhruv as well standing on one leg, so you can go inside and check it out. Priest and their family, they explained everything out here. So this is the place that I came to see. I don't know what that private property is because Google showed that as Dhruv Teela, but in a sense, this is it. This is the place that you're looking for. Okay, now let's go to Sita Rasoi and learn more about the upbringing and the early days of the life of Love and Kush. So along the way spotted this Nana Rao Peshwa Memorial Park. Here it says it's an important asset from 1857. So I think the revolt of 1857 had this was an important place for that. So we're gonna go inside. It's a 30 rupees per person entrance, 20 rupees per person parking, or was it vice versa? Anyways, I paid 50 rupees for both me and Fortuner. We're gonna go inside, park up and check out the park on the interior. I was reading up a little bit about Nana Sahib. So Nana Sahib was actually born here, adopted son of Maratha Peshwa Baji Rao, and he basically led the revolution against the Britishers in 1857. So this was his home turf. That's why he's a very big personality. And I think also on the downtown side there's another park with a similar name dedicated to him. So really nice park. Some school kids doing a little picnic out here. We're gonna just take a little walk around and then continue onwards to Sita Rasoi. Crossed over the Ganges, came to the other side. So this is the Maharshi Valmiki's ashram, and it has a very big statue of Hanumanji over there and lots of banyan trees, which are revered trees in the Hindu culture. I believe this is dedicated to Lord Ram with the bow and arrow. Yeah, so just checking out the premises. It's a short detour, and then we go back across to the Ganges to check out the temple where Love and Kush were born. So apparently Google is going bonkers. So this itself is the place where Love and Kush were born. This also has the Sita Kund and the temple dedicated to their birth. This has one of the banyan trees which is known as the Akshavat, where they playfully tied down Hanumanji. So it has mentions in the Ramayana, and hence the Sri Valmiki ashram, because Valmiki is traditionally associated with textuals of Ramayana. So he's kind of considered as the person who wrote the Ramayana himself. So this itself is the place. So after I'm done touring the premises, I start heading back, and there's also a Panki Hanuman in Panki industrial area. So Panki Hanuman temple is also very famous and revered here. So we're gonna do the darshan over there. First, we can do the darshan of another form of Hanumanji right here. He's pretty tall. So just got the prasad as well. You guys can enjoy the prasad as well. Blessings from Lord Ram. And I was also chatting with the priest here. So they not only gave me blessings to grow in the YouTube journey and professionally and otherwise as well, but also confirmed that this is the actual place where Lavan Kush were born. There is the Ramji's temple, and this is the authentic place that people come to visit, the Sita Kund and Valmiki premises. There are also numerous other temples that claim to be the birthplace of Lavan Kush, but they are not it. This is it. So look up, when you search on Google, look for Valmiki Ashram and Sita Kund, and you'll end up here, and this is the actual place that you'll be looking for. So that kind of wraps up the Bithoor side of things, where I went further away from downtown. Now we're going to start moving towards downtown and see a couple of other places like the Pinaki Hanumanji temple that I mentioned, and anything else that's interesting on the way. Let's see what we find. But let me enjoy the prasad first and take in some sunshine right by the Ramji's temple. Just got done with the darshan of Hanumanji. Came here on a day off. If you come here on a Tuesday or Saturday, this temple would definitely be packed, but today was very peaceful and quiet, and I came here at off hour as well. So next we are going to try Thagu's famous laddus out here, and onwards we're gonna go towards the Atal Ghat, which I think is one of the newer ghats in town. Let's go grab some famous laddus next.
A few inches later.
Finally made it to the next stop. So that's Thagu ke laddu with Badnam Kulfi, and I really love the taglines. For the laddus it says there is literally nobody that they have not conned, and for the kulfi they say do not let your visitors taste it or they're never gonna leave. Super epic. Okay, gonna go inside, and we are also very close to Atal Ghat. So after this we're gonna just hop over there and enjoy a nice sunset. But first let's try out and understand what's the fuss about their famous laddus. Just got done with my mini snack break, super sweet. So the laddus are 24 rupees a piece, and they give kulfi for 60 rupees for 100 grams. Tried everything, was super delicious. Now let's go to the ghat, enjoy a peaceful evening. Finally made it to the last checkpoint of the day, at least for the vlog. JK temple doesn't count because I'll be going there offline anyway. This is the Atal Ghat. That's the view of the Ganges. Couple of boats here. I guess the boating is not so prominent out here. And this is on the same route that you take to go all the way to Bithoor. So you can always stop by at the dam point over there. It's called the Ganga Barrage. So you can take some selfies over there. And I came back a different route because I put up the Hanuman temple for navigation. If you technically come back the same route, you can stop by here along the way. And Thagu ke laddu shop was also like very close by, just a 5-6 minute ride from here. And a quick clarification about the pricing, I thought it was like equal pricing for both, that's why it was like 48 rupees, but as it turns out it was basically 20 rupees for one and 28 rupees for the other. So the net off is still 48, but one was pistachio almonds, which was more expensive than the other one, which was cashew and almonds. So two different varieties. Anyways, let's walk around, enjoy the views, and the sun is setting on that side, so I won't have that view here, but at least it's still nice. We'll probably go down and take a little bit view over there. Compared to the ghats that I've been previously, this one's slightly smaller, but still they've managed to keep it very neat and tidy, so that's really nice. They also have changing rooms over here if you decide to take a dunk in the Ganges, and then they have these kind of like viewing decks, both at a higher level and here. You can get a good view of the Ganges from here, and you can see a little bit of a reflection of the sunset over the Ganges. Alright, so with the beautiful view of Ganges in the backdrop, this is me signing out from the Bithoor Ghat in Kanpur. This pretty much wraps up all the interesting iconic sites and key food joints that one would want to try when in Kanpur. In the next vlog, I still have to decide whether I want to stay one more day or to move to the next destination. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know in the next vlog in the beginning. Until then, this is the Rustic Wanderer signing off from the banks of Ganges in Kanpur.